Do you believe in God?
Me?
Creator?
Yeah, so I'm, the more I look at the universe, just the less convinced I am that there is something benevolent going on. So if your concept of a creator is someone who's all powerful and all good, that's not an uncommon pairing of powers that you might describe to a creator. All powerful and all good. And I look at disasters that afflict Earth and life on Earth. Volcanoes, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, disease, pestilence, congenital birth defects. You look at this list of ways that life is made miserable on Earth by natural causes. And I just ask, how do you deal with that? So philosophers rose up and said, if there is a God, God is either not all powerful or not all good. I have no problems if, as we probe the origins of things, we bump up into the bearded man. If that shows up, we're good to go. Okay? Not a problem. There's just no evidence of it. And this is why religions are called faiths, collectively. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence. That's what it is. That's why it's called faith. Otherwise, we would call all religions evidence. But we don't, for exactly that reason. So I'm given what everyone describes to be the properties that would be expressed by an all-powerful being in the gods that they worship. I look for that in the universe and I don't find it. So I remain unconvinced. But if you've got some good evidence, bring it, bring it, bring it. Okay? And so I don't lead with that information because what I believe should be irrelevant to anyone. It's not about me. It's about the real world.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 1, verse 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, YAHAWAH sitting upon his throne. All praises to our power, YAHAWAH Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakudash. Call Halayim YAHAWAH Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakudash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom. YAHAWAH. He exists. He to be, he is. YAHAWAH, he exists. The very meaning of his name explains everything. He exists. YAHAWAH, he exists. Everything that you see and that you don't see proceeded from him and proceeds. It keeps going. It continues because of him. If it wasn't for him, everything would stop and cease to exist. But because he is, because he to be, because he exists, everything you see exists. Because everything that you see proceeded from him and is an extension of his power. Everything that you see is a fraction of his power. A fraction of his power. And that's why a lot of you people are going to be put to death, because you seek to put the Heavenly Father into a box, seeking to understand the Most High. He's the Most High, the Most High, the highest. Okay? You can't add unto him, and you can't take away from him. He is. He just is, man. Point blank, period. All right? And you're not supposed to understand that. That's why you're just supposed to fear him and do what he says to do. And we're living in the last days of Esau's empire, the last extension of Rome, okay? The 10 toes, okay? And America is a part of that beast system. The Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, through his only begotten Son, Yahawashi, is about to show his power, man, okay? And the Heavenly Father, he himself created wisdom. He created wisdom. So you want to be wise, but he created wisdom. And actually, his heavenly son, his only begotten son, YAHAWAH, is a living embodiment of wisdom. He's the word. He commanded his son to create everything that you see. He himself didn't have to lift a finger. But it's still because of him, everything is. All right? 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 20. O Yahawah, thou that dwellest in everlastingness. So he dwells in forever. Okay? He dwells in eternity. Which beholdest from above things in the heaven and in the air. Whose throne is inestimable. Okay, so you can't measure his throne. Whose glory may not be comprehended. It'll bug you out. His glory can bug you out. It can make you go crazy. Before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling. You're not supposed to understand it. You're just simply supposed to fear him. Okay? Guys act like the Heavenly Father needs to come off of his throne to explain things to them. If you don't understand that he is, then that's your problem. You're going to die being unfaithful. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, that speak against us for professing his truth. Because this is his truth that you guys scoff against and scorn against. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's the point right there. If you're unfaithful, you're not going to make it. Point blank, period. Okay? This thing is all about faith. All about faith. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High, Yahawah, must believe that he is. You see? So his name explains everything. You got to believe that he is. And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You also need to believe and have faith that he's going to save you if you do what he tells you to do. If you keep his commandments and if you teach his word for you men out there. Okay? If you prophesy and teach his word until the end. Okay? It's all about faith, man, and believing. Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? So what if you don't believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? So just because you don't believe, does that mean that the prophecies are not going to happen? Does that mean that World War III is not going to take place? Does that mean that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast? It's not going to be implemented? That it's not going to be implemented? Okay, does that mean that America is not going to be destroyed in World War III? Does that mean that America is not Babylon the Great because you don't believe? The Most High forbid. Meaning hell no. Yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. Yep, that's right, man. That's right. And you actually had men that went to the spirit world that came back. All right? One man in particular is the Apostle Paul. Okay? He was stoned for a little bit. You can read that account as far as when he went to the heavens in 2 Corinthians 12th chapter. But he went to the heavens and he saw unspeakable glory that can't be comprehended. Like I just read in 2nd Ezra. All right? He saw glory that can't be comprehended. You have a lot of people that had those different near-death experiences or out-of-body experiences, and they came back. They saw the glory of the heavens. They saw the glory of the Most High, but the Lord brought them back. And they didn't want to come back. So you have actual proof out there. So what if, guys like Neil deGrasse Tyson and whoever else don't believe, man? They're going to die in their sins, all right? Psalms chapter 89 and verse 6. For who in the heaven can be compared unto Yahawah? Who among the sons of the mighty can be likened unto Yahawah? The Most High is greatly to be feared in the assembly of saints, and to be had in reverence of all them that are about him. Like I read, among whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling. Okay? The Heavenly Father ain't playing, man. And it tells you in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 29, he's a consuming fire. All right? He's a consuming fire, man. That's power, hey, you don't want to mess with, okay? That's a force you can't reckon with. All right. Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 10. Ye are my witnesses, saith Yahawah, and my servant whom I have chosen. His servant is Israel, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. He is. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. Yeah, so that's the point, man. Our power is real, okay? Very real. Isaiah 44 and verse 6. Thus saith Yahawah, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahawah of hosts. I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there is no power. There's no God beside him.